Creating our own world with the high self-concept allows us to pour into others that may need encouragement along their journey. Creative flow can greatly increase your self-image. I strongly suggest creating as much as possible if you suffer from depression or any chemical imbalance of the limbic system. The subconscious trance you go into while activating the prefrontal cortex will allow you to impress the subconscious mind, increase self-trust, and enhance intuitive abilities. Moving forward, you'll feel more confident, secure, and comfortable in your daily routines. Remember, creativity is a learned behavior, so even if you don't consider yourself creative, strive to create in some way or form. Keep the body busy and the mind productive. Your consciousness is creating the perception that you see as the observer. The reality is created. If you are viewing a potential alleged brand new vehicle to purchase for driving, my view of the vehicle could be from a heightened sense of observation, coming from my intuition or extrasensory perception, which allows me to not just see it with my two eyes. I can go beyond my sight to observe the object of solid matter. So my perception brings me to see the flood damage, the electrical problems, or any problems not able to be perceived by eyesight alone. While another individual's perception would be, this looks new, smells new, sounds good, and seems to be good to go. Two different observers have two different perspectives on what is being observed in the 3D. Also, having the ability to let go of your own perception and see it from another individual's viewpoint is having a higher perspective as well. Elevating your subconscious mind gives clairvoyance, intuitive abilities beyond the five senses for guidance. As Joseph Murphy says in The Power of the Subconscious Mind, prayer is the call to God. Our intuition is how he telephones us back. Now, in quantum physics, as Joe Dispenza explains it, with studies from physicists, the experiment on how the observer affects what is being observed. He explained quantum as matter having mind, and mind is affected by matter. And you can't separate the two. He says, as quantum physicists began to measure the small, tiny particles like electrons and photons, they found that they respond to mind. He talks about how the electron goes from a wave of possibility to collapsing into particle, but when an electron was not being observed, it turned back to energy. What does this mean? It means our mind is affecting what we observe, and what we observe is affecting our mind.